Tigers, I'm Victoria.
And I'm Alec, and welcome back to another episode of MTV.
Please join us for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's take a look at this week's events.
Today, Millennium will host Estrella Mountain Community College during lunch and also welcome future Tigers to freshman night beginning at 5:30.
Tuesday night includes a boys basketball contest against Lake Havasu as our Tigers look for their 6th straight win.
JV and freshman girls basketball host Sunrise Mountain on Wednesday, and girls soccer is also in action against Lake Havasu. Thursday features a presidential scholarship session during RTI, and Grand Canyon admissions will be in attendance on Friday and during RTI and lunch. Make sure you sign up during advisory.
Friday wraps up with the boys soccer hosting Lake Havasu and Lady Tigers basketball taking on rival for Canyon View. That's it for this week, Tigers. Enjoy the rest of the show and have a great week.
Happy Valentine's Day, Tigers. Student Council is selling carnations and candygrams starting in 2 weeks. Costs are $1 or $2 and can be purchased during lunch. Carnations are pre-ordered beginning February 7th, and candygrams are available Valentine's Day. Make sure you show appreciation to that special someone.
It's very possible that in the past week or two, you or one of your friends have been sent home due to close contact or getting COVID. Obviously, this is really unfortunate and detrimental to the learning process. So here are some tips on how to get back ahead after getting back to the school. While at home, be sure to check your Google Classroom periodically for Google Meets, lessons, and assignments that your teacher put on their Google Classroom. Remember to stay in contact with your friends and your teachers to make sure that you don't miss any assignments or lessons that the teacher may have not put in Google Classroom. Remember to stay hygienic when you get back to school by periodically using hand sanitizer and also wearing a mask.
Spring sports tryouts start the week of February 7th. Make sure that you are registered to try out by completing the Register My Athlete, which can be found on the Millennium High School website. Spring sports include boys volleyball, baseball, softball, girls sand volleyball, track and field, and tennis.
Welcome to School Facts at Millennium. These are some of our top school facts. I hope you enjoy. This is the B building. It's also known as the dungeon. If you listen closely, you can hear the goblins roaming the caverns around here. Shh, we're trying to find one. Crikey, there one is. This is the hot lunch line. It serves very cool food. If it were a Reddit post, you should upvote it. The spirit box has not been working since last year. What is the first item you want to purchase when it starts working again? I know I want the droid cable. If you are inside the cafeteria, please open these doors for the other students. This is where the school spirit monster lives. If you don't demonstrate enough school spirit, you might be dragged in here forever. This is the bookstore. It is where you pay your late fees. Now. Track and field is starting soon. These logs are in prison for company embezzlement. This is their family. It is visitation day. Happy birthday, Eddie.
How many football teams are in the NFL?
Oh, it's not a question to ask me.
It's gonna be embarrassing. Probably, I was gonna say the hundreds, but
I don't know, I'm gonna say 120.
there's 32.
That's it?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's 32, but that was close.
But related.
10 or more?
32.
30, okay, I was, in the 10s.
So we're close.
Which team won the first Super Bowl ever?
I have no idea. I don't know.
It's the Green Bay Packers.
Hi, I'm Mr. Doggle. Welcome to my crib. This is my classroom. I've had it since the T-building was built. It's something that I take a lot of pride into. Everyone always asks, why is it so assorted and so sort of eccentric? It's because this is how I decorate my house. And I'm here for, 7 to 8 hours a day, and I want to be as comfortable as I am in my house. So everything here is something that I would feel really honored to have in my home as well. One of the big features of my room is not only wonderful stuff on the walls, movie posters, like for example, all of these movie posters, which are from movies from 1931. It was a pretty big year for the world history in 1931. I also have some of the only remaining chalkboards on campus. That is, they have some sentimental value to me. When I went to school here a long time ago, these chalkboards were in my old room in C222, and I had them moved with me when we moved to the T-building. Some of the other fun things in the room, I do, because I'm an English teacher, I do like to have a lot of books, a lot of bookshelves. It gives me a feeling of, again, being at home, a bit like having a library where everything's quiet and in exactly the right place. And that in the event that somebody needs it, I can always pull it off the wall and say, here, borrow this, go read this and make your life better. The things on the shelves as well are things that I'm a huge nerd. I'm the faculty sponsor for the Dungeons and Dragons Club on campus, as well as a couple other clubs. So Game of Thrones banners that are better than Mr. Sheets. A couple other things that are on my shelves. I got that Phoenix statue at the very top there from a very old dear friend of mine who was also a teacher. The Maltese Falcon statue, which was a gift from a former student who took my film class, and we watched the Maltese Falcon and absolutely loved it. I've got several small little things throughout, like little statuettes of some of my favorite authors. This is Dante Alighieri from Italian literature. He wrote Dante's Inferno. Some little statuettes, like I got this in New Zealand. It's a Maori ancestor statue. The stuffed Bob Ross and the stuffed Wally, as well as in the corner there, the stuffed mayor of Halloween Town, all small plushies given to me by former students. They sit in honor in my room. Wonderful places. One thing I do like about being a nerd is that we can follow any number of different storylines, any number of different origins of comics, of movies, of books, and we can mix them. I love crossovers. I love alternate theories about how things can be interpreted. A couple of things that are on the back wall are also incredibly valuable, at least to me. The statue of Julius Caesar was from my old English teacher who was working here when I started working here. The poster of Willy Wonka and the paintings of Willy Wonka, he's an idol of mine. He's one of my favorite literary and cinematic characters. The painting of Maleficent from the Disney movie Sleeping Beauty was also from a former student of mine, because I once said that Maleficent would be my Disney wife if I had to marry a Disney character. She would definitely be who I would marry. Some other wonderful little things like a statuette of the lovers here I got in Verona during the senior trip. If you want any information about possibly accompanying us in the senior trips, definitely talk with me, talk with Mr. Guinea. We're going to Japan in 2022, so there still is information about that. Keep an eye out in your advisory classes for more. The other things as well, I use nearly everything in here, at least in some small way, in my English class as well as in my film class, because everything has value, everything has purpose. It just needs to be found. It needs to be highlighted. That's one of the wonderful things about I think in my teaching career. I try to extol that to students, that everything is beautiful, everything can be found, has some potential for analysis, and it's incredibly helpful. Also, a lot of times people walk in and they note that it's a very warm room. I like to make sure that everyone's comfortable and everyone's welcome. I like to decorate in earth tones, lots of cool and inviting colors. And also everything's decorated in threes. It's one of my favorite numbers, and so it makes me feel a lot less sort of subconsciously calm, knowing that everything is in the same place and everything's in the right place at the right time. But that's my crib. It's a wonderful and incredible place, and it's one thing that gives me some small measure of joy coming in. The only thing that gives me more joy is getting in to see these kids every day. I hope you've enjoyed your time in my crib. You're always welcome to come in if you want.
Hey guys, I'm Chris.
And I'm Andrew.
And we're here to celebrate National Compliment Day.
And to do that, we'll be going around complimenting people. So do one of them? Okay. Oh, I like your shoes. Yeah.
Nice jacket. I appreciate what you do for the school.
Thank you very much. Shoes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice jacket.
Hey, thank you. Nice branches, man.
Your purpleness is just so magnifying.